Yes, guys, we are back with the Balls Deep podcast. It is a pleasure to be up and running again with my co-host, Mr. Elliot Murray. As always, it's a good day to have a good day. Today is the beginning, the start of the end for the NBA season as we enter the NBA playoffs. Time of year, weather gets nice, games are flowing every part of the day. It's just a joy to be a part of, and we're going to break it down today. We're going to deep dive into our matchups. And let's going to start us off. We got 3 questions to go through, and we're going to start off strong here.
So obviously NBA playoffs, very big time for the sport, maybe even the biggest time. But in the seeding, there's always a couple teams that they're the higher seed, but you're not sure. You're not sure if they can do it. You're not sure if you can go all the way. So our first question for my lovely co-host here, Davis Hardy, is what higher seed do you like to win in the first round? What's your first round underdog that you think can make a push?
Well, listen, for me, I don't like to overcomplicate it. And so my eye is just very much so attracted to the old guy on the block, and that's the Golden State Warriors. Talking about a guy that's been around the block multiple times, 4 times in the last 9 years, NBA champions. Steph Curry at the helm, it's hard to go against him come April. He just knows what it takes to get it done. They had a great performance against Memphis a couple of days ago. Really set an example of what they're all about. And I like their matchup, right? The Rockets, sure, second in the West. Sure, they've got some young talent. They've got Jalen Green. They've got one of the brothers, Van Vliet. He's been through the gauntlet of the playoffs with the Raptors, but I just don't think they have a guy that they can rely on down the stretch. And I think that's going to be a bit of an Achilles heel for them. And I think that's where the Warriors will capitalize well with the addition of Jimmy Butler. I think that's something they needed if they wanted any chance in a playoff series. I think he is the X factor. He gets going. He kind of shifts the attention away from Curry, takes a bit of pressure off. And I really think they'll grab one of the 2 away in those first 2 games. And then they're going to bring it back to Chase Center. And I really, really like their chances. Not a lot of pressure on them. As well.
How many games do you see the series?
I see that going 6 or 7. I don't think the Rockets will go down easy. No 2 seed does. But I just think the longevity and the experience is going to be too much to handle.
You know what I will say though? You know what I will say? Those brothers, man.
Them young boys.
Last time the Rockets played the Warriors, Steph Curry had 3 points.
This is true.
3 points.
But does that fuel him? Does that fuel him?
All I'm saying is that the Rockets are a young team. They have nothing to lose, and they're going to go out and fight. They're going to fight. And I know that it's like, Curry's been through it. He's like a well-hardened vet, but like they're really dogs.
At the end of the day.
And they're going to go out and fight. All right, well, guess we'll see how that ends.
Lovely first question. And we'll get to our... Oh, one more thing.
Well, I mean, we've talked about your upset. I haven't even touched on mine.
No, we have not touched on it at all.
For me, and this is a team that has been through the ringer this year. We were not sure what was going to happen with these boys. And that is the Clippers.
The Clips.
The Clippers versus the Nuggets. I think, you know what, man? I think they can do it. Kawhi has been on a tear. He's looking like back in his prime Raptors days. He is going at it. I think since he's been back, they're the best defense.
Really?
Best
the
defense.
Claw,
yeah,
they call him.
Yeah, best rated defense in the league is the Clippers. Obviously you have, since Kawhi's been out, they've been relying on the Harden and the Zubats pick and roll, and that's going to be central to their success, I think, for sure. Norman Powell has been on a tear for sure as well. And just honestly, the Nuggets have been falling apart. Obviously, you do have to worry about Jamal Murray, known to be a playoff riser.
And the 2-time MVP Jokic.
He's the best player in the world.
Yeah, he'll probably be a bit of a problem.
He is by far the best player in the world. But I just don't think... Like, Jokic doesn't have that much help. Aaron Gordon has been okay, but honestly, like, you know, and especially with the coaching drama over in Denver. This is true.
Very, very good point there.
There's not that much leadership. And I just think I think that they can have a run. I think the Clippers got it.
Well spoken.
I think that it's definitely not going to be. Obviously, last night we actually had the first round matchup. We had the first game of that matchup,
We sure did.
and the Nuggets did pull away with that one.
In an overtime matchup.
It was overtime. It was a big game, and I just think that goes to show like how close it's going to be. I see it
would
going
agree.
6 or 7, but
Yeah.
I really would like.
Yep, 6-7 for
I
sure.
would really like for the Clippers to do it, and I think they can. I think they can for sure.
For sure.
All right, and now we are going to be
Here we go.
heading into probably a pretty heated section today, and that will be who our favorites are to win. Who we think is the most dominant force in the league, and who we think is gonna take home that trophy and do a little Tatum we did it this year.
We did it! For me, I think he's going to be saying it again. Jason Tatum, we did it! Part 2, folks. It's coming back to the Garden. And I know you're like, oh, they just can't do it again. It's the same core.
They can't
It's
do it again.
it's the
No,
same
they can't.
core. Same coach, man. There's no other team that's a legit threat that knows what it takes, that's been there, that has the experience and is aged quite like the Boston Celtics. May I remind you, Tatum wasn't much of a driving force in the NBA Finals that they pulled off against the Mavericks, and they still cleaned up business. I really think they have a very legitimate shot. If I had to bet on a team, I would bet on the Boston Celtics. I think Joe Mazzulla has done a great job. I think with Tatum and Brown both averaging upwards of 25 points a game, we are going to get another Boston Celtics banner, and we will never know what happens if they didn't win.
Yeah. I just completely disagree.
Please,
I just disagree, and I just don't even.
please, this is professional
I
environment.
just don't agree. I understand what you're saying, but I just don't think they're gonna do it. Because you know who they have to beat before they get there? They have to beat the Cavs. Even
Please.
even
The
in
Cavs.
I think
Cleveland
no. Decorum here, sir. I think that the Cavs have a better shot than even the Celtics. I would
I would hope so if that's what you're saying is your team for this argument. Elliot.
I'm not even saying either of them.
Please.
Because you are
Give me a
just
break.
completely.
You're a little bit sick. You know that?
Yeah, that's not fair.
No,
That's not
let's
fair
keep
today.
going. Keep speaking.
So I think that right now the Cavs, they've had a historic ranking. They've had a historic year. Donovan Mitchell has been playing amazing. Darius Garland has been playing amazing. They have an awesome defense. Big backcourt duo. I think that they have it. They have it for sure. They have it over the Celtics. I'll take it maybe. Takes the Cavs 6 games to get rid of the Celtics.
Oh,
This year?
yeah, you're right.
Eastern
You're so
Conference
right.
Championship, 6
You know
games.
what? 6. That's all
And-
we need. Maybe
and then-
5, right?
No.
Jeez.
But that's the, yeah. But then, and we're gonna section this off into who I'm going for as my favorites.
Please. We'd all love to hear.
And you know what? The Cavs are gonna go into the finals against OKC, and they're gonna lose in 6 games. OKC is by far the best team in the league. It is not close. It just really, it's not close. Today they beat Memphis by 60 points. 60 points they won by today. In the first round. Memphis is a good team. Memphis is some people's dark horse to go ahead and do something.
That is not true.
That is something. That is true. That is true. And I just think that between SGA, Jalen Williams, Chet, Isaiah Hartenstein, you have some leadership from vets like Alex Caruso, amazing coach. You know,
Who's their coach, Elliot?
is it Bickerstaff?
Oh,
Is it?
you know what? I think it is. That's well done, Elliot.
Let's do some.
You
Let's
fast.
do some check,
Yeah, let's
checks here.
Let's make
Could
sure
be
we're
wrong.
giving our loyal audience the correct
OKC.
information because
coach.
he's a great coach, apparently.
It is not Bickerstaff.
It is not
It is
Bickerstaff.
actually Mark Dagno.
There it is.
They
There it
know,
is.
yeah.
But it's good we're getting
Who is Bickerstaff?
the best information
Who is
out
Bicker?
to our audience. And again, we thank you and our loyal companions as well as our patrons and sponsors.
Oh yes, he's the Pistons
The
head
Pistons.
coach.
Don't know how we got there, folks, but
Well, you know, it's just coaches as coaches.
in the end, we
Bickerstaff,
get
another
the
awesome
correct
coach this
information.
year.
This is
Very
true. This
passionate,
is true.
passionate player, and
So the OKC Thunder, you believe?
for sure,
For sure.
for sure, easy. Chet has been out for most of the year. He's back now. The duo of him and Hardenstein is really,
Yeah,
really
this is true.
amazing.
This is true.
Good guard play. SGA, obviously, MVP probably.
MVP.
I don't personally agree with the MVP going to him, but you got to give him his flowers. Yeah, I just feel like they have the fire to do it for sure.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Hard to argue. They have been a dominant force.
Juggernaut.
A juggernaut.
Out west for sure.
A gauntlet.
I just, you know what? The Celtics could do it. I just think that if we're talking odds, I'm taking OKC. I'm taking them. I am taking it.
Well, one thing is for certain is it is shaping up to be an excellent playoffs.
Yeah.
And will
It's been nice.
sure be rewarded with a phenomenal NBA Finals, no matter the matchup.
Okay, and that leaves us with one more question. And that is, we've talked about odds-on favorite, who do we think is going to do it? But in a lot of ways, that differs from who we want to do it. Who do we want to be raising that trophy? And I'm going to let you have the floor there because I'm curious.
For
And
me,
I'm sure they're curious too.
I'm sure they are too if they love Davis's
Mm-hmm.
much appreciated opinion.
Mhm.
I think it would be quite special to see the Los Angeles Lakers bring it home. To see LeBron hoist another NBA Finals trophy would be quite a spectacle. And I think it would put the GOAT debate to rest, which would be quite a relief for most of us, if we're being quite frank. And I just think the games we get, like watching LeBron, watching Luka, they're a fun team to watch. JJ Redick, great man, friend of the podcast. His own podcast does quite well. We actually helped him get up and running and support the small business. But he's done a really great job with the squad. And to see them go all the way, I think would be great for the game. I think it would bring a lot of attention for those who are maybe kind of just, watching from afar. I think viewership levels would get very high.
Oh yeah, Adam Silver wants that for sure.
Absolutely, and yeah, I know you've been to a Lakers game this year. You've seen them up close in person, and I think there is a bit of an aura around the team. And for me, I just think it would be a joy to watch. LeBron's always been an idol for me. I can't think of much he's done wrong in his career. Been a great role model, social activist, never put a step wrong, and he is more than deserving of a legacy.
And you know what?
established
Bronny
in
could get a
goods.
ring. If Bronny got a ring, boom, he's set. That's it.
Fully set.
That's all he needs.
This is true.
Yeah, and you know what, Davis? I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna have a different.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
I'm gonna take a
thought you were
different
gonna get
team.
me on the Lakers as
And
well.
you know why I'm gonna do that
Talk
is
to me.
because the Lakers are my.
Oh.
That's who I want.
There it is.
I want it. I need it. And so I'm gonna go in a little bit into why I want the Lakers to win,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna take
Okay.
a step away from them and pick somebody else because
Little step back.
I think the viewers would want to know, maybe not my one, but maybe my two.
Mm.
But yeah, I was in LA. I was in the crypto arena. And I saw them play.
Yeah.
And
you sure did.
it was amazing.
Amazing.
Austin Reeves, probably the best third option in the league.
AR-15. Ba, ba, ba.
Probably the best third option in the league. Obviously, Luka at the helm, amazing passer, has been able to elevate the Lakers to an extent that is really, really just mind blowing. The duo of him and LeBron, the passing, the playmaking, the ingenuity, and also like LeBron has been there. Like
Yeah.
we talk about why teams like OKC might be a little bit shaky is because they don't have the experience.
Yeah.
Like Luka was there last year.
He was.
LeBron's been there. He's been there a few times.
He's
like
established himself.
yeah. And JJ Redick, obviously, it might be a little bit difficult for him. This is the first first playoff run for him, obviously, as a brand new coach, but he's been putting in the work this year.
He's been there as a player too.
Yeah, yeah. And I really think that between AR-15, Luka, Braun, Rui, all them people,
Hachimura.
and then, obviously Jackson Hayes, the man who should not be named.
And Bronny, too. Let's not
Bronny.
forget about Bronny.
And that's who I want. That's really who I want. I think that them getting a chip would really... I think Nico Harrison would probably be slain in Dallas for sure. If Luka got a ring this year, oh my God.
Public.
Yeah. Crucifying.
Execution.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm not going to say that I would like that to happen because honestly, I don't really care. But for Luka's sake, that would be a good little get back for him.
Yeah, I mean,
and so who else do I want? Honestly,
the slaughter of an innocent man. But
who else do I want? There's a few. I think that as much as I just said that I think Clippers will take Denver out of it, I would love to see another Jokic ring. I think he's capable of powering through and single-handedly winning them the title.
yeah.
And I think that if we saw a classic Braun takeover performance from Jokic, just taking like 45 a game, lead them out, that would be a good...
It's easy to see.
That would be a good outcome. Those are my two.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's been our 3 topics of discussion on the Balls Deep podcast. A real pleasure, as always, for our listeners, wherever you may find yourself on this lovely Sunday afternoon for us. Stick around for a bonus content. We'll be playing some Wavelength, the game popularized by the great Bread Basket Brothers.
Who we also have been in touch with.
This is true. Social media wise, we're looking to expand.
Yeah.
And
you might even see us on the Bread.
It's true.
Soon.
It's
JJ,
true.
all of them, PG, even Angel Reese, we've talked to, and
have we?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
News to me, folks.
Yeah, I was in the DMs yesterday.
In the DM. Whoa. Hello.
Yeah. Can I say?
All
about that business. All about that business.
Bonk.
All right. Well, catch you.
Bonusers, we are back with the Balls Deep Pod. You bonusers mean the world to us, and that's why we want to give you some extra content.
A little something special.
A little something
from
special.
Us to you.
From us to you.
Yeah.
We heart you. So today we're playing Wavelength.
Yeah.
It's a game popularized by the icons of the industry, the Bread Basket Brothers, as seen on TikTok. It's a simple game.
What brother do you think you are?
I think I'm Zach.
Yeah. And you know what? That's convenient because I kind of think I'm Danny.
Oh.
And so we kind of have a similar dynamic here. We've talked to the brothers about it, and they're okay.
Yeah.
They said they're okay with it. We're not taking anything. No. It's just like we gel similarly. Yeah. Some have even said we're like brothers. And so, yeah, we're back today playing Wavelength.
Yes, sir.
For you guys. We're doing NBA Wavelength today. So I'm going to pick a number. I'm not going to tell.
You guys will see the number.
Yeah, he's going to close his eyes. I'm going to show you the number. And then he's going to ask me some NBA questions, and we're going to try to
respond with a team or an answer that correlates to the number he's chosen. Bang. And after 5 questions, I will choose the number I think it is.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Okay.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
All right, so we're gonna get the hat away. My number is. There you go. There you go.
Did you get it? I don't want to see.
No, I got it. They know. They know.
I'm gonna peek.
They know.
I'm peeking.
Yeah, peek it. We're good. Whoa!
Can't see the hair like that.
Yeah. Put the hat on.
Bad for the business.
Keep it on. Yeah.
Okay.
We're here.
We're gonna start it off nice and simple. Give me a time of day to watch an NBA playoff game.
That's a good one. You know what? I'm gonna go
on a Saturday.
On a Saturday. I'm gonna go 5:30 p.m.
5:30, folks. Wow.
5:30
That
p.m.
immediately jumps me to 7 and higher. That is a great time for me.
5:30 p.m. Yeah.
5:30 p.m. Very nice. Okay, we are going to move on to
Mhm.
my second question.
Yeah. Hit me.
A fan base. A fan base in the NBA playoffs.
That's a good question. That's a good question. Kinda.
You take your time. Can I speak to the bonusers?
Yeah, you can speak to them.
Bonusers,
Yeah,
you guys mean the world to us. I remember when we were just a small pod going off of just friends and family, but to get to the point where we can provide bonus content for you those who have been for day one, it means a lot. So when Elliot thinks, I just want to thank you guys again. It's just, we never thought we would get this big. We did in our hearts, but sometimes in our mind, not necessarily. But to live out the dream every day is just an absolute blessing. So.
And bonusers, if you're interested in more bonus content like this, you can check out our Patreon. We have exclusive content
the
on
Balls
there.
Deep Plus.
Yeah.
Premium.
Yeah. Okay,
So
I think I'm done.
Yeah, I would hope so. It's been quite a while.
I think
now.
I'm done, and I think I'm going with the LA Clippers.
The LA Clippers. That is
And
a loaded
think-
response.
And I think that I'm going LA Clippers post stadium rebuild.
Wow, that puts
Yeah.
me. I'm gonna bump it up to the 8 and above level, because that's if he
Yeah,
was to give an
but-
answer, that would be one of the top ones. I'm not gonna overreact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the goal is 5 questions or less. The less would be better.
We're only
We're only in 2, but if I
Two
can,
in, yeah.
if I can get a guess after only 3 or 4 questions, then
Then-
I win. And if I get it in 5,
I think we both win.
we both win. We both win. You're
and
right.
you win because
And
you're a
you win.
bonuser and
What
you're
am I
beautiful.
This is a question I think is going to reveal quite a bit.
Yeah.
I do like revealing
Hit me.
questions.
Hit me.
I'd like to reveal you to tell me the 3-point abilities from a player with 3-point shooting.
Okay.
The 3-point shooting of a player.
Okay.
Oh,
About this
here we
one.
go, folks.
Think
This is
about
where
one.
this game gets a little nifty, right? Because he's really got to
I gotta
get
think
the
about
medulla
this one.
oblongata firing. He's
I'm
gotta
gonna
get the
go
frontal
with-
lobe. See, it's
I don't want to give too much. I don't
Well,
want to really give too much.
if
here.
he says Steph Curry, I think that's the only 10, folks. So if he doesn't say Steph, I don't think it's 10.
I'm going Peyton Pritchard.
Peyton
I'm
Pritchard.
going frickin' Peyton Pritchard today. Yeah.
Then it's not 10, folks. It's not going to be 10.
Peyton Pritchard. That's
I
my
think
guy.
it's 8 or 9. In the 8 or 9 range.
That's my guy.
Okay, another question.
More.
How much fun would I have on a night out with this person? How much fun would I don't it's interesting because I don't really know how to phrase these questions. Enjoyment on a night out. Is that not a great question?
I don't
like
think
that
so
was kind of a
because
good question.
no, because enjoyment on a night out. What am I supposed to say? Like blank out of 10?
No,
Just-
you give me a player.
Oh, enjoyment on a night out with a player.
Like
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go. Just it's communication.
Yeah.
It's key,
I
especially at this
wasn't.
time
I
in the world.
wasn't locked
No,
in.
that's no worries.
I wasn't locked in. You know what? I'm gonna go. And you know what? I'm gonna go. Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams. Wow.
Jalen Williams, OKC, because that's my guy.
I'm
my guy.
on the 9 spot. Pretty firmly here.
Well, think about who else is up there. If I said Braun, what are you saying? If I said like Giannis,
This is true.
what are we saying? Got to think about it. We're not going with a superstar. Yeah, Jalen Williams. That's my guy.
Okay, one last question.
Yeah, one more. You're gonna go with one more.
How about the dunking ability?
The dunk ability. I'm gonna go to Russell Westbrook.
See, this is where it gets interesting because you said, after I said Jalen Williams, you kind of felt a bit hesitant after that. And that was after I said 9. But Russell Westbrook is a very good dunker.
But is he the best?
He's not the best, but he could be a 9. But
That's
think there's
for
other.
you to decide.
I think there's other dunkers out there.
There's a lot
We
of
go
options.
Clippers. Like the Clippers, they have a good stadium, but they don't have a great fan base. Peyton Pritchard is not a 9 out of 10 3-point shooter, I don't think.
It's up to you. It's up to
Final
you.
answer, I'm gonna lock it in. Give me the 8. Oh, I went with my gut bonus.
Ooh.
That's what you do.
Do
You
it,
go with the
bonusers.
gut.
Go with
Right?
your gut. Sign
That's
up
what
for,
you did.
for Balls Deep Plus.
The gut got you right here to this pod.
I just want to say
8, baby. Come on.
it took a little bit to get
Come
there,
on.
but we got there. We got there. And for the bonusers,
Get
we're proud.
good.
Cut.